Say rolling around, sitting on doves, can't lie, I was high on shrubs.
So on topic, go back on another video. I'm Strange Wang, he is Nate. Today we are doing a tier list for every Pixar movie, because there isn't that many Pixar movies, so we can actually do all of them in honor of Inside Out 2 coming out. He'll tell you our rules, and then we'll get into it.
We'll go one movie at a time, decide where it goes on the tier list. If we disagree, then we split the difference, unless we're only one off, and then we state our case, and sometimes someone changes their mind, and sometimes not. I don't think that there's going to be any of these movies that neither of us have seen. Maybe?
I haven't seen one.
We'll see. I think there's maybe one or two I haven't seen either. But
also, this could be very interesting because a lot of these movies that I love a lot, I'm seeing someone who has a child, and that child just, this is the movie I'm watching this week. So I've seen 5 or 6 of these 15 times.
in like 1 week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I don't know.
Kids are like that.
I don't know where the ranking's going to be.
Yeah. The amount of times that I watched the animated The Great Mouse Detective when I was little was insane. I love that movie.
Like, thank God there's sequels.
Yeah. Seriously.
Now I only have to watch the same 2 movies over and over and over again.
Well, if we come across a movie that one of us has seen but the other person has not, then that person gets to decide all of their own that has actually seen the movie. First up, we have Toy Story. Oh, did you make this tier list? I figured. So, at the bottom... sorry. At the bottom of the tiers, we have Cars 2. That's the category. Cars 2. They Should Disappear Forever. DreamWorks, which I'm assuming there are no actual DreamWorks movies on this tier list, but it's, I guess, just feels like a DreamWorks movie.
Quality.
Then Fine, Good. That's pretty good.
You gotta do it like the TikTok. That's pretty good.
Oh, is that what you meant?
Yeah.
Okay. I would have spelled Humm, but anyways. And then we have The Best. So, first up is Toy Story. I feel like Toy Story's tough for me, personally, because I am not... I don't generally give a lot of credit for innovation. Like, I just want to know if the movie was good or not.
I love that's one of the best odd couple pairings of all time, though. So for me, I would say pretty good.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking. I don't think it's the best.
Nah.
But I think, I agree. I'm glad that I didn't have to argue about Toy Story not being... Because, like, if you watch almost any YouTube video of people ranking Pixar movies, so many people are going to put Toy Story at number 1. Yeah, because probably. It was the first and it did all this stuff. There are better movies.
Yeah, it's really good.
Yeah. Next up, we have Up.
Fine.
Like, an incredibly good...
10 minutes in the beginning.
Yeah.
And it's overrated as God knows what. That movie's fine.
Personally, I think it's really good until they get to the island. So I'd give it a little bit more than 10 minutes of...
Nah, dude, that opening scene is too hyped by the world, and it just goes down from there, in my opinion.
Yeah, and then that's another thing is I don't care what other people think about it. I'm still gonna agree with you though, because the back half of Up, like the opening's absolutely incredible. The like first 10 to 15 minutes after the opening are really good to me, and then pretty much the entire second act and most of the third act I don't like, but I do really like the ending. But next up we have Toy Story 3.
Another one I think is overrated. I think that's just a fine movie.
Yeah, I do too.
People say that's the best one in the franchise.
I think it's really good. Personally, I like 3 more than I like 1, but I don't like it as much as I like 2, which is obviously going to be on here at some point. But, so would you put it with... I would put it with Toy Story.
Oh, no, I'd put it with Up. That's some fine movie.
Really?
Yeah.
Huh, well, I guess it goes in good then. Oh, crap. I forgot how computers work. All right, next up we have Cars 2. I'd say the best. Cars 2 sucks. It's a terrible movie. And it definitely goes in the Cars 2 category. Brave.
This is the one I haven't seen.
Oh, you never seen Brave? When I first watched Brave, I was like super big on it, and then the more I thought about it, it's like I wouldn't say one of their weaker films. It honestly, it has DreamWorks vibes, but it's a little bit better than that. So I'm gonna give it a fine, but I'm still gonna put it ahead of Up. Next up, we have Monsters University, which I think this one's going to be really interesting because I did not care for this movie.
I'm a big Monsters fan, so I'm going to say it's a good movie. I really enjoyed it.
You think, just regular good?
Yeah, just regular good.
Yeah, that's fine. I would have just said fine. I don't think it's... Well, shoot. See, this is where your ranking is going to trip me up in some cases because a movie can feel like a DreamWorks movie, and I could also think it should disappear. I feel like Monsters University was a completely pointless movie. I didn't need an origin story for these guys, like, at all. And I think I just don't like...
movies about friendship.
I do love movies about friendship. I think that I don't like... these movies. I like plenty of movies that take place at college. I don't like these movies that are like obsessed with like college life. Like I don't like Animal House. It's funny, and it's not like because it's not PC anymore that I don't like it. I just don't like movies about that kind of stuff personally. But good it is. Inside Out.
The best.
Easy. Absolutely. Incredible movie. I hope they don't screw the second one up. Another movie that just did not need a sequel. Like...
Nah, this is one of the few that I need a sequel for.
Why?
She grows up.
So?
The
We
story
don't need to
evolves
see
and
it,
gets more interesting.
but the story concluded. Like,
so you think if they did make a sequel, it should be with another human being?
I don't think they should have made a sequel. Period.
Interesting.
I'm not saying it won't be good. It could be incredible. I hope that it exceeds my expectations and it's better than the first one. I don't think it will be, and I didn't need the movie. The Good Dinosaur.
DreamWorks?
Yeah.
That shit, Bodie cheeks.
Yeah. Finding Dory.
That shit needs to disappear forever.
Wow, man. I love the lack of arguing we're having to do here. Like, I don't know, maybe it's Pixar in general. Like, I don't understand...
It's pretty cut and dry.
Honestly, why any Pixar movie has a sequel. There's only one sequel on here. The Toy Story sequels are good. They didn't need them. I only see one sequel on here that I'm like, yeah, I'm glad that got another one.
There's two. What we'll talk about soon.
That's
one that I've seen 15 times. And I hated it before.
Cars 3? That's what this is, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Cars 3 is fine. I like the sequel.
Cars 3 is the one with the new car that's all sleek and he's out of the game. Yeah.
It's a really good character.
I liked Cars 3.
Yeah, it's a really good character arc for Lightning McQueen. It's a good end to that chapter.
Yeah.
I really like that sequel. I like Toy Story 2. I like Monsters University.
Yeah.
The rest of the sequels.
Yeah. I will. So, good? You thinking good? What do you think for Cars 3?
I think it's good.
Yeah.
I think it's probably their most underrated movie.
Yeah. And
because Cars get shit on so much because the first one, it's all about the song, Life is a Highway, and people making fun of that.
Really?
And Lightning McQueen being turned into Crocs and all this other dumb shit. And then Cars 2 is the worst Pixar movie.
That's not what the movie is about. The movie is not about him getting turned into Crocs.
Well, obviously, but that's what it's known for. That's like their Shrek.
But this
gets memed.
Yeah, this is what I'm saying. I don't give a shit about any of that. Is the movie good?
Yeah, but I'm saying people sleep on it.
I love Cars. The
And-
first Cars is a great movie.
And people slept really hard on
Well,
Cars 3.
yeah, and so I'm. Cars is the one franchise where sequels make sense to me, but the second one was so bad, and the spin-offs were so bad that it's like it just ruined it. But yeah, Cars 3, really good movie. I really liked Cars 3. Coco,
You can have
dude,
it.
that's up there, man. It's my. I don't necessarily think like top to bottom it's a better movie than Inside Out, but Coco is my personal favorite Pixar movie. It is absolutely one of the best. Beautiful movie in like every sense of the word. A Bug's Life.
That's some DreamWorks type shit. Not a fan.
Huh. You know, if we had made this list 15 years ago,
There'd be 3 movies.
there would be significantly less movies. But so this is where it's tough. I don't disagree with you. I think Bug's Life is super DreamWorksy, but I also think it's a good movie. And DreamWorks has some really good movies.
Well, I say DreamWorks
So we gotta, like-
as in a joke.
Well, then I don't. Then I disagree.
Like, it's a great value brand
Yeah, I mean, I would.
level of film.
Yeah, I would still say fine.
We can put it in fine then.
Okay, it can go in the bottom of fine though. The Incredibles 2. This is the one sequel where I'm like, I'm good with Incredibles sequels.
I hate it. I'm not a fan.
You hate it?
I mean,
Like it should disappear? Hate it?
nah, I think it's DreamWorksy. It's dumb.
Huh? See?
I'm not a fan of it. If it disappeared forever, I wouldn't care though. I
Yeah.
wouldn't be mad at it.
I would say good, so we'll put it in fine. I didn't know you disliked The Incredibles 2 that much.
Well, I've also seen it 15 times in the last 2 weeks.
Oh,
And I didn't like it when I saw it.
Hmm.
So it just kind of made it worse.
yeah. One of the, if not the most unnecessary movie on this list, Toy Story 4.
I think Dory got a friend.
Stop making sequels to Toy Story. It's done. Like, yeah, I agree with you. It shouldn't exist. Like, alright, well, I mean, I don't know how much we're going to disagree. We're going to disagree at least a little bit on this one. The next one is Onward. Because I think, that's pretty good. I love that movie.
I'm not far off. I think it's good.
Really?
I think it's regular good.
Huh.
That's another one.
Well,
Slept on.
How strongly do you feel about it being regular good? Are you going to argue with me on it?
Doesn't have Julius Louis-Dreyfus in it.
It does.
Put it in pretty good then.
She's
I
the-
love Seinfeld. She's the mom, right?
She is the mom.
All right.
And in classic Pixar fashion, even though she's a monster, she kind of thick.
Yeah, dumb thick.
Soul.
Pretty good.
I think Soul's fine. I
guess it falls in good then.
I don't.
This is surprising because you love music.
I do, but this movie wasn't really about music. It used a lot of musical themes,
It did.
but like, and I think that like,
How many times have you rewatched it?
I think the once since I saw it, I think the trailer and the marketing for Soul just kind of screwed with me a little bit because they pitched it like it was really about music.
Yeah.
When really it's about death, which is, in my opinion, a wonderful thing to make a children's movie about. Like,
Totally agree.
will not shy away from showing my pretty soon to be born son Soul when he's 3, 4, whatever, because that's something that children need to be educated about. But it just like it wasn't what I wanted it to be, I guess, and I still haven't let go of that. Luca. We're gonna really disagree on this
the
one.
Italiano in me. Pretty good.
DreamWorks.
Hell no.
Dude, absolutely, this is a DreamWorks movie through and through.
Fuck that. Put it in fine, dog. What the hell?
It wasn't bad. It lacks so much of what I call the Pixar punch. Like,
Oh, that movie had me.
Turning Red. I've never seen Turning Red.
I think that shit's fire.
Yeah,
Pretty good.
pretty good.
I think the whole period thing got out of hand.
Well, people get mad about dumb shit. I mean,
And that movie's really good. It's different from all the other ones. it has that Asian influence and culture that is fresh to the Pixar movies.
Yeah.
We haven't seen characters like that. I think it was a great addition to round out subject matter.
Yeah.
Along with cultural freshness. I loved it.
Nice. Lightyear. I'm going to have to give you this one because I only saw like the first 30 minutes of it. I never finished it.
So here's the thing. The cartoon, was it 99?
Something like that, yeah.
99, 2000? Great. Loved it as a child. This, however, not good. So I'm going to go... Shouldn't exist. Disappear.
Wow, okay. Yeah, based on like the first 30 minutes that I saw, I probably would have said fine if I had to base it on that, but I didn't finish the movie because I had to stop watching it to do something else, and I was like, I didn't enjoy that enough to go finish it. So
There's probably a line at the Taco Bell.
Elemental.
I absolutely love this movie.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Haven't seen it.
Pretty
so.
good.
Don't people hate this movie?
They
like
do.
say it's bad? Like
They
just
do.
a straight up bad movie?
They do. And I don't understand why. Because obviously, wind, fire, earth, water.
Sounds boring. Sounds like Avatar.
Sounds like
The good Avatar,
Well-
not James Cameron's Avatar.
they represent races. But it doesn't focus on race. It focuses on culture. Cultural differences. More than your Asian, black, white.
Are the fire and water in love with each other?
Yes.
No. So this movie's cliche as fuck, is what you're telling me.
Watch it. Watch it. It is cliche, but what they do with it is very special.
Ride like the wind, bullseye. Toy Story 2, baby.
The best.
Yeah, it's really good. Really, 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 really great movie.
Here on out is going to be interesting.
Monsters Incorporated.
Because these are like that golden year of Pixar right here.
Yeah, this is a good stretch.
That's that Hot Fire 2000s.
This is a good stretch. I only see one that I think we're really gonna disagree much on, but
Interesting.
yeah,
Monsters Inc. pretty good.
yeah,
I love it more than most people.
yeah. And like honestly, I don't compared to the other movies that are up there, I don't think it's fair. But like, I wouldn't even be upset if that ended up low end of the best. I love Monsters Inc.
Really.
Yeah.
And fuck, let's put them the best then.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You fuck with Monsters Inc. like that?
Yeah, that's easy top 5.
Dude, I love Monsters Inc.
Nobody likes as much as I do.
Oh, I love that
So-
movie's incredible.
So,
The sequel is the prequel
I
is
just assume-
incredibly pointless, but
yeah, but it don't get merch. It don't get love like that. They just make fun of Mike Wachowski on TikTok now.
Roz got her share of internet fame. Finding Nemo.
The best.
You think so?
Yeah.
All right. I would say pretty good, but
What holds it back for you?
so I have incredibly vivid memories of when this movie. I think I've just seen it too much. Which I know that is a problem for you with, but like when Nemo came out, it was kind of like it was like a big deal.
Yeah.
Like people talked about like Dory's little keep swimming song, like the story itself, like
I eat myself.
yeah, Nemo, it was just like this massive deal back when movies could like really do that. And it was like the first time that I think people had seen incredibly good like animation underwater.
You sound incredibly.
And so I think that like got a lot of people too, how realistic they made this animated ocean look and like all the detail that goes into it. It is easily one of their most beautifully animated movies.
Fact.
And that still holds up. But like top to bottom, Marlin's kind of annoying.
That's the gimmick.
And yeah, I know, but he's still annoying. Like Nemo's kind of an
You really
idiot.
aroused me a lot of you, actually.
Like I don't want to make it sound like I don't like the movie. It's a wonderful
Yeah.
movie. So The Incredibles.
Are we putting too many in the best?
I think Pixar's just that good. I mean, it's like, I think it just depends on how much separation do you want. Like, do you feel like The Incredibles and Finding Nemo hold up to Inside Out, Coco, Toy Story 2?
Well, I gave you Coco.
But
Coco's pretty good.
But then the flip side of it is, like, there's not an in-between for pretty good and the best. Because they're better than a lot of the movies in this category, but in my opinion would be on the bottom half of the ones in this category. So it's just kind of like an in-between. So how special do you want being labeled the best?
I think Incredibles has to be.
I don't disagree. I would put it there, but I was just humoring your question. Because it's not like you went like S, A, B, C. Yeah. Like if this was like a true S tier, if we were treating it that way, I would argue a little bit more about some of these, but if we're just calling them like the best Pixar, these are the best Pixar movies, and then the ones right under that are like really good, you know? So Cars, the first Cars.
Pretty good.
I was about to say, I don't think that can be in the best, because even though like I find him charming and obviously relatable because of where we grow up, I do think Mater holds that movie back a little bit.
Yeah. They should have locked him out for the sequels.
And it's not and I guess some of his script, like some of the jokes are just too
on the nose.
Dumb. And like I understand that Mater is supposed to be dumb, and that's the point, but that doesn't change the fact that some of them are just really too dumb. Ratatouille.
Pretty good.
That's what I think.
Is nipping at the best.
It's there.
It's missing something.
Yeah, and I think it's Linguini. I think that his character is like kind of flat, and I think that holds the movie back a little bit. But he needs to be for Ratatouille to, you know, kind of be the centerpiece, which he is. So, all right, and then finally, WALL-E.
I think it's too niche. I think it's too artistic for a children's movie. Now that's a bad thing. If there's a studio to do it, it's either this or Studio Ghibli. But because of that, a lot of people dislike it. And the people who love it, they love it way too much, I feel like.
Hi.
You used to hate that movie.
Love this. And then I got a different perspective on it, because I stopped letting what other people think influence how I feel about things.
Well, that's just the beautiful thing about film.
This is the best. This movie is incredible, and it has nothing to do with saving the Earth.
Is that the one you thought we was going to argue
Yeah,
over?
I knew we would disagree on it. This movie is so good.
I would just say it's good.
Yeah, and I knew you would, but sometimes you got to play the game to get a movie where you want it. Fuck you, Toy Story. Just kidding. I'm not going to put it over Toy Story, but I'll put it up there.
You made this by yourself. Are you happy with it?
Huh?
If you made this by yourself, would you be happy with it?
I would be happy with everything from good down. I would move WALL-E up, and I would probably drop Nemo and The Incredibles down one. And just because of the way that you described Elemental, might drop it down, even though I've never seen it. But it sounds kind of lame. These are all kids' movies. That's not a good enough excuse.
But they break it down so good. But let us know in the comment section below thoughts and opinions. What would you put stuff? Scroll back up, hit the like button, share the video, and subscribe.